Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are well. We're going to actually, this is a replay, or we're going to re-record the initial presentation that we gave here 15, 20 minutes ago, as we didn't hit the record button. So anyway, I'm in an area that has by myself, so I'm able to have a mask off and following all protocols here for COVID. But anyway, wanted to just say thanks so much for your interest in Arapahoe High School. And it's a great place. And I've been blessed to have been a 25-year school teacher. And Arapahoe is a phenomenal academic institution, first and foremost. And what I love about the Arapahoe community is exactly that. It's a community. And even though it's almost like an island in the midst of suburbia, and it has almost a small town feel to it. We know each other, we love each other, and we're all warriors in the end. My coaching staff, I've got Brett Hammondtree as my JV coach. I have Paul Stafford as my sophomore coach. Dan Stewart is my freshman coach. So all of my lead coaches are back from last year. We've added Coach Scheckenbach, that many of you know from his excellent work in our youth program. And then we have Josh Stewart, who is Dan's son, who is our performance training lead and varsity assistant. And he's an excellent trainer. He basically comes from the Steve Hess School of Training. If you don't know Steve, he helped us out last year. Longtime Nuggets performance trainer, and frankly, one of the top 5 basketball-specific trainers in the country. And so we're blessed to have such expertise. So we've got a little slide up here for you guys to take a look at as we go forward. And I wanted to speak briefly about our program. And our foundational block is, a lot of people will say this, and they're on a path to reach this point of culture building. And but culture is essential to everything that we're trying to do here at Arapahoe. We desire a family atmosphere, and that's our expectation that our players and certainly our families, our staff members, everybody feels part of this family that we're building here. And I've been blessed to have been a high school coach for 30 years to date. And, I'm not in this for money or anything along those lines, because there is no money. It's with a servant's heart that we want to serve young men and their families in our program. And nothing is more important to me than to be invited to weddings and tragically to funerals and things along those lines, or to have a catch-up meeting or lunch with guys that played for me 15, 20 years ago. I'm in touch with literally hundreds of players from my career, and it's a great thing. The primacy of academics, that should speak for itself. We hope a couple of these kids go out and make money playing basketball someday, but the truth is they need to major in academics. That's got to be the focus, and we will support that. I was a 25-year history teacher, and so I definitely have that background. And one of my other coaches is a math teacher at the high school level, so we were very serious about that. Accountability is a base staple to our program. We have to model that as adults, so we want to be accountable to each other and to our players, and when we make mistakes, we'll own that. But we also demand high-level accountability and communication from our players. Meritocracy, I'll speak about that just for a brief moment. Meritocracy is a foundational word that we use in our program. It can mean different things to different people, but for me, I define meritocracy as opportunities provided based on merit, not who your parents are, not if you're a staff member's child, not if you're the wealthiest guy in the neighborhood. None of those things matter to us. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a senior. We love all our kids the same. Playing time does not, this is not a transactional relationship where we love the kids that play and we tolerate those that don't. Simply not true. But your opportunities on the court and the roles that you're provided are absolutely based on your current ability set work ethic, and what we believe as coaches you can do at any particular level. So I would think that's uplifting for younger players. Again, if a kid can't, if we don't see a junior or a senior making high-level contributions at the varsity level, their competitive basketball experience is probably over. We try to keep them involved. We want to continue those relationships, but athletics, frankly, especially in cut sports like my own or an inverse funnel, you have a large foundation of people that start out playing in youth levels, and incrementally over time that gets kind of notched back. Um, there are exceptions. I've carried 8 seniors twice in my career, and actually we had a large group last year. But the other 2 times that I had that many seniors, we won state championships. It's just a rare group of players that they're just outstanding, that they dominated the playing opportunities. But traditionally, you'll see anywhere between 3 and 5, maybe 6 kids at the junior and senior level. But we're open for whatever happens, but just know it's all on merit. My background quickly, I've been, like I said, actually a head varsity coach for 26 years. I coached 7 years in California, so I have that perspective. And then this last run has been all in state. I've been blessed to have part teams that won over 400 games. We've won 2 state titles and 2 runners-up. And so I think we know a little bit about the path forward. I mentioned Coach Stewart already. My staff is outstanding. We're largely intact from last year, and I love this group. Our on-court philosophy for all of you, I think it's important to understand how we play. And I believe in a complementary system of basketball. In other words, if your mindset as a coach is that you're going to really maintain offensive ball security at all costs, you're going to walk the ball up, you're never in a hurry, you run pattern flex or something along those lines, 15 passes before a shot, but then you turn around and you're helter-skelter on defense, and you jump, man-to-man jump press, and you're trying to create tempo there. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. For me, we want an equally yoked system. So our system's based on aggression, and we're not just going to lay back and kind of see what happens over the course of a game. We're going to dictate tempo and style of play. So on the offensive end, we transition every opportunity, make or miss. We're not in a hurry to take a bad shot, but we're certainly going to press tempo. And if we gain an advantage in transition, we're going to score and attack every single time. If not, we'll be structured and patterned behind it. We're a dribble drive team. That means we play a 4-around-1 offense in the man-to-man set. Similar on the zone concepts, but a little bit more traditional there. It's all mathematics for us, so we want the highest percentage shots and the points per possession. PPP is everything. So we want free throws first and foremost. If you shoot 70%, it's 1.4 points per possession. We love rack attacks, scoring within 6 feet of the basket. If you can do that at 60%, which is really hard, then that's 1.2 points per possession. We like 3-point shooters. I've been blessed to coach 2 of the top 3 in state history. The one kid from Devlin High School made 121 threes as a senior alone, and was just a phenomenal basketball player. Another one of I love multi-sport guys. He was a Division I baseball player, or he had opportunities to play at very high levels in basketball as well. But we like the 3-ball. High school kids, if they're competent and relatively skilled, will shoot at about 35%. So that's 1.05 points per possession. We like that. What we dislike is a lot of contested mid-range shots, because high school kids shoot those at also 35%, and that's only 0.7 points per possession. Trust me, if you're good enough, I love nothing more than to have a mid-range game from a kid or 2 that can really do it. But we are not a green light shooting program. Shooters shoot, and numbers don't lie. And if that's important to your game, keep working on it, and we'll go forward from there. So the next component here is kind of the why. why do we do what we do here? And I'd ask you to think about these same things. Why are you considering Arapahoe High School first and foremost, and secondarily, the Arapahoe basketball program? I would tell you that from my perspective and my staff's perspective, and I think really a lot of our players as well, is we do it for our athletes and they do it for each other and their coaches. And we want to make that impact. Like I said, um, basketball is great, it's whatever, but it's the long-term relationships and friendships that are built that really matter. And everybody says that, but my track record, my programs show that, and we're going to make sure that's the case. We got two of our seniors up here from last year, Bryson and Corey. Both these guys going on to play high school or college basketball. Just in my first year at Arapahoe last year, I was so blessed to have incredible citizenship of these seniors. They're one of the best groups of guys I've ever coached. And that's Arapahoe. We have great kids here and great families, so we're excited for that. Why are we here as well? We want to be part of something great. To be truly selfless and to dedicate to something that goes beyond us is frankly part of human existence. And we all know that as adults. I think our young players are figuring that out as well. And so we want to build this Arapahoe tradition. It's been a tough 5 or 6 years, but prior to that, Arapahoe basketball was as good as anybody in 5A. And we're going to return to that level, and we're going to hang state championship banners in this gym. And it's a journey and a process, and I don't say that as if it's some easy thing to do, because I know it's not. But we're going to do that for this community, and we're going to absolutely be the best that we can be. Unapologetically, we're going to seek excellence, as you see on the next point here. And I've been blessed. Again, I'm just a cog in this whole process, but I have the experience level at the high school level, especially to pursue excellence, and won a couple titles, like I mentioned previously. Won, a myriad of league titles and a lot of ball games. But excellence can be defined. Obviously, it's more than what we do on the court, but it's in the classroom. It's our citizenship and support of the greater LPS community, frankly, as well. So we're going to pursue that excellence, and we love our future talent. We've got a great freshman group right now. Love our upperclassmen are solid, but we probably have the best freshman group right now that Arapahoe's had, that we've had in about 10 years. And our 8th grade group, this group that you guys are part of, is exceptional. And our youth coaches, Coach Moody and Coach Adams and others, have done such a tremendous job preparing you for this opportunity. And we're excited about that as well. So we're going to put 2, 3 of these classes together, and we're going to be as good as anybody. We play in the best conference in the state, in the Centennial League. And if you're a competitive basketball player, why would you want to be anywhere else? I guess you could be a good or even a great player in a small pond here, but why don't you come and compete with the very, very best and see what we can build together. A couple things about future casting. Listen, all this business with COVID is unsettling. I'm 52 years old, never been through anything like this in my life. But my life experience has taught me that we're going to get through this sooner than you think, and that with vaccine improvements and time, we're going to be in a great position. We really believe that by next spring, we're very hopeful that we'll be back to normal basketball activities for you guys coming in. So what's that look like? On the screen, you could see that we've got workouts starting with our 8th graders and the high school players in May. And we'll have tryouts in that month as well, build system and get you guys prepared to play with skill development. In the summer, next summer is a big one for all of us. We'll return to workouts 3 times a week, really throughout the entirety of the summer. We have our competitive leagues that we play in. I should say San Diego, the varsity goes to Las Vegas in the winter season, but we hope to take our varsity to San Diego, as I've done, probably with 25 of my teams. An incredible bonding experience. And then all 4 of our levels, we have freshman, sophomore, JV, and varsity basketball. in the regular season and in the summer, we'll play in tournaments. We like to travel to Greeley for the UNC tournament, to stay over, Metro State, Gold Crown. We find any competitive opportunities that we can, while still putting our primary emphasis on our workouts and understanding that skill development is crucial to high school development. Next fall, we'll be right back to working out 2 to 3 times a week as a basketball program, typically in the late evening, 6:30 to 8:30. And then we will participate in some Gold Crown leagues and local leagues as well. And then we'll be having tryouts by the time we get to November 10th, 11th. We'll have formal tryouts next year for our teams at the high school level. Guys, it's a competitive offering. I'm not discouraging anybody from trying out. You never know where a player's at today with work ethic and natural ability. You may make huge jumps, even if you've not played a lot of competitive basketball. But know this, that we are a cut sport, and we always have more kids trying out than make our teams. We'll have about 40 kids in the end on the 4 levels at the regular season. So if this is important to you, if basketball is something that you really want to do at high levels, start grinding right now. Reach out to myself. Look at our webpage here, at Arapahoe High School. Get into the boys basketball webpage. You can email myself, and we can get you any opportunities, any assistance that you need. But thank you so much for the time and watching this video, and for your interest in Arapahoe High School. And there's not a better academic institution in this state. And when you marry that with the incredible athletic and extracurricular opportunities, this is an A choice for all of you. And I know you have choices to make, but I've been a couple spots, and this is the best one. And when you combine all those factors, so I hope to see you all as Warriors next year, and we'll see you soon. And reach out as needed. Have a great day. Thank you.